Day 216. Recorded on Sunday because I'm too dumb to record it on Saturday. There's no big news I have except I watched FNAF 2. That's cool. Woo! PB, level 2 PB. That's cool. Maybe I should submit that. Because I usually don't PB on these earlier levels, so I had to do really good to fucking PB on those. Yeah, remember when I said I promised I'd fix the leaderboard over the weekend on like Thursday or something? Yeah, I did not fix the leaderboard. You just let the cat out. It's gonna go terrorize the other cat now. My bad on my orange cat Gus. If you're on Rumble, he's actually my profile picture. Sometimes he likes to terrorize my sister's cat, and so I have to put him in timeout, and that's what he was doing right now. Yeah. So we just accidentally let him out of fucking timeout. So he's probably harassing her again. Right now I have some random YouTube playlist curated on my ears right now, and it's playing an ear rape version of Battle Hymn of the Republic. God damn it! Battle Hymn of the Republic, which is basically my nation's war cry against the Confederacy. That was not me. That was Dad. That was not me. That state that broke the country that broke away from mine because they wanted slaves. And then Abraham Lincoln fucking killed them. There's a little bit more that happened there, but I don't really care. I also don't think I should be giving a history lesson while I'm playing a game of Speedrun 4. Well, that would be the most Yogi thing to do, to fucking ramble about history. I'm not even sure if I know enough about the Civil War, though. I know Sherman burnt down fucking Georgia because he's based like that. That was cool. One of the generals, General Sherman of the Union Army, I was told to go invade Georgia to split the Confederacy into two halves. Actually, no, I think we already did that along the Mississippi. We were just splitting it even further because we wanted to. Yeah, so he decided to employ a scorched earth policy despite the fact that we were fighting on our own fucking soil. But I don't even care because that shit was funny as hell. He basically marched through the entire state of Georgia, which is about as big as, like, maybe a smaller European country like Bosnia or, yeah, probably they're about the same size, Bosnia and Georgia. And so he basically marched through the entire length of that and burnt everything from their border on the Union to the fucking sea. Which their capital, Atlanta, is in that path. So, amazing. Probably the least effective tactic in a civil war, but by that point we already crippled them. Of course, we can only do that because we already captured the Mississippi River from both sides. The Confederacy had no fucking navy, so we just blockaded their shit. Didn't let them get any money from exports. and we just invaded New Orleans, and we kicked their ass there, and then we kicked their ass down the Mississippi River, because that's what the Union does. We kick ass. You know, I can't fucking stand people who like the Confederate flag, cause like that's the biggest symbol of like treason against the United States in history. Like you could argue that in no, actually I'm not going to say that. I was going to say something really controversial. Fuck it, only like a few people are going to watch this anyway. I would say that the Confederacy, in terms of relative only American history, not world history, American history, the Confederacy was worse than Nazi Germany in terms of American history. That's what I'm going to say. Um, let's see. The Nazis only captured like a few, probably dozen American battalions, whereas the Confederacy held 9 million, no, 4 million African slaves, African American slaves. So they're worse. Case closed. Of course, in terms of world history, the Nazis were definitely worse, but in American history, it was the Confederacy. So if you're putting up a Confederate flag in this country, it's basically worse than putting up a Nazi flag. That was really fucking dumb. I don't know why I said that. I'm probably gonna get demonetized. I'm not even monetized. Who the hell cares? This shit's probably gonna get age restricted though. No doubt. Oh shit. I hate when that happens. Now I have to go all the way back up. God damn it. Can I not suck at the game? Okay, I know I would have died if I kept that going. Oh god, we might reach a minute, bruh. This is terrible. I'm glad I'm just talking about history this run. Maybe next run I'll actually do something. I don't know yet. I have to think about it. See, our pace is in 1948. What happened in 1948? That was like a war. That was like a year between the two wars. What I mean is that by World War II and the Korean War, major wars the United States took part in. What the fuck was going on in 1948? Really anything? I don't think so. I think that's when the 49ers were made, though. I'm not sure about that. I might want to fact check on that. That's a pretty major event. I'm now getting a YouTube music app ad. This is terrible. Um, I will be suing YouTube. I can't believe they put ads on their website. It's kind of funny and scary. They only give me YouTube music ads whenever I'm listening to music. It's like they know. Oh, I think I got the height. I just didn't get the aim. To look back at that. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Ooh, I might link this song in the description. This is a trap remix of Union Dixie. Not to be confused with Dixie My Land, or whatever the fuck their stupid ass anthem's called. Union Dixie's the song we made specifically to make fun of the Confederates. It's hilarious. And the trap remix is even better though. I guess I'll speak more about slavery, because that's kind of the main bad thing the Confederacy did. So slavery was the act of primitive economies. It was when people had no idea how, hiring labor can be really productive. And so basically everyone who did farms or any kind of like industry that needed a lot of hands would just take people and kidnap them. Now, every culture practiced slavery, but arguably the Europeans as well as the colonizers did it the worst, because they took over 12 million African slaves from the continent of Africa in total, and then immediately treated them as subhumans. And I don't really mean subhumans. I mean like fucking cows. You know, just terribly all around. Now, fun fact: the Civil War, contrary to popular belief, was actually not originally about slavery. For the Union, it was not. It was only the Union only fought to preserve the entire country as a whole. Abraham Lincoln did not originally intend to end slavery. It was only when he realized that slavery was such a deep ingrained conflict, he thought, maybe this is pretty bad. Well, he actually did think slavery was pretty bad, but he knew that if slavery wasn't dealt with, then nobody could unite the states anymore. And so he made the Emancipation Proclamation, which basically said all African slaves are free. Actually, no, it didn't, because there were like 4 border states, Missouri, oh, another PB, Tennessee, Missouri, Kentucky, and Maryland, as well as West Virginia, who were all slave states. They were not affected by the Emancipation Proclamation because they did not join the Confederacy in the Civil War. They joined the Union, and so they were allowed to keep their slaves. But when the Confederate States were defeated, they had to give up their slaves. Now, of course, there is unfortunately the Reconstruction period, and because of Lincoln's assassination, that went fucking terribly. And that caused the South to hate the North for quite a long time, and for everyone to still hate black people for an even longer time. It's terrible. Problems that still occur today have been a result of the shitty Reconstruction. That was probably the shittiest synopsis I will ever give on this channel of anything. You think I did better than most teachers? Comment down below. If you're still even watching, comment below if you learned something new today about history. Hooray. Maybe I'll make one of those like lolcow videos that those other idiot. Well, maybe I'll make one of those like lolcow joke political videos, and I'll name it something egregious like why the Confederacy was worse than Nazi Germany. Maybe I'll do that someday and get a shit ton of clickbait clicks. That would be hilarious. This random gaming channel out of the blue starts posting politics content. That's like the origin of 90% of right-wing YouTubers, to be honest. God damn it, I need to fucking get better at that. Update on the cat situation. We've got the cat locked back in the room. Update on the game situation. I'm still sucking ass at the game. But he can no longer harass my sister's cat, so that's pretty good, I guess. Anyway, I now have the anthem of the Soviet Union being blasted in my ears, which I didn't particularly want today. That's my 12-year-old recommended page talking. I don't know why the fuck that's even in this playlist. Now, just because I don't like the Confederacy or Nazi Germany does not mean that I like the Soviet Union either. That's mostly my politics. I'm not really right or really left, but I kind of hate both sides equally. It's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I have to vote in my country's next election, so it's probably not a good thing. Yet another remix of the fucking Union Dixie is now playing. Oh no, this is just the original song. But yeah, in terms of Confederate representation, I am very left-wing. They don't deserve any. And treason. It's only treason and nothing else. You cannot deploy both the American flag and the Confederate flag. They are antitheses of each other. Specifically because the Confederacy was a treasonous state born for the desire of employing the disgusting and abhorrent system of slavery. That is it. There is nothing American about that. Bruh. This level sucks ass. God damn it. Tired of this bitch ass level. God damn it, no. Asshole. These levels are all going to receive a stern talking to when I'm done with this video. I'm going to fucking tell them why this is not okay. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. You know, I think I've been doing that one bad. Next run I'll improve it. If I can. This is the best song in fiction. Oh fuck! Shit! Today's Pearl Harbor. God. Oh no, no, no. That's next. That's the next run's topic. That's why I felt the itch to talk about history. It's Pearl Harbor. That's right. Yay! We won. Not really. All right. If you want another lecture in history, let me know. And if you don't, well, fuck that. I'll probably do it anyway. Bye.